Hello everyone, my name is Sunmbo Adeoye. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I made up my mind that one of these days we're going to be talking about stories. I'm going to be sharing stories from my own experience as a business owner, as a business owner in Nigeria, how I got my customers, some of the challenges that I've faced as a business owner, how I'm able to source for funds, how I'm able to get the right staff or people to volunteer and all of that. So today I'm going to be talking about how I got my first customer. Being an event planner in Nigeria, as at the time when I started years back, there were not too many events planner. We only had quite a number, and they were like pioneers. And so when I started, I really didn't know what to expect. I just knew it was something I was passionate about. I knew it's something I wanted to do, but at first I didn't even know how to price or how to apportion costs and how to justify some of this cost. And so that's a topic for another day. But how did I get my first customer? Let me take you into my journey about how I started. When I resigned from my active service as a banker, I attended Royalty Business Center's Success Summit, and they were sharing quite a number of tips, and I was jotting. And after that Success Summit service, I decided to go and see my pastor, who at that time also doubled as my business mentor. And so I told him I'd resigned from my active service in the bank, and he was shocked. He said, "What are you planning to do?" And I gave him my business plan and everything I was going to do. One thing he did that day that I think transformed my life and changed my experience even as a business owner in Nigeria or as a startup is he recommended three people to me. He said I needed to add some few things to my business plan to make it a workable one, to make the plans really workable and the business viable and sustainable. Okay, so he introduced me to someone that helped me touch up, or should I say, pad my business plan and make it really good. That's a professional in that field. And he also introduced me to someone who would assist me to do my website, as well as someone who would do my business logo and all other graphical items. So he introduced me to those people. And the first person who is still in charge of all the graphical things that you see around me and all the graphics that I do in respect to my business is Femi Image Concept. So he introduced me to this man, and he designed my logo, the ESOB Events logo, which is still the logo that we use. And I use that logo as my DP on BlackBerry Messenger. Then BBM was very common. WhatsApp was not in vogue, or should I say, it wasn't even it was not a thing. It wasn't a social chatting site at that time. And I also opened a Facebook channel for my business just to separate Sunmbo from ESOB events. And so I used this DP, the image of my logo as the DP, and then I started talking about the business of events. I started talking about what I could do. I started showcasing pictures of events and talk about it, weddings, socials, and then I started using the pictures of my children. I remember it was one day, it was my son's birthday. I didn't even have so much money, but I wanted to put together a beautiful class party for him, and so I thought about doing a party for him in the class. So I brought this mascot, Bunny, because he loves Bunny. And then I made a cake, I did goodie bags. And so I went to his class and we had these beautiful class parties. I made sure that I had with me a very good professional photographer who captured all the blissful moments for that day. This is what I did next. I watermarked the picture using my business logo, and then I put these pictures on social media. I put it on Facebook. I sent it as a broadcast to my BBM contacts, and so I told them it was done by ESOB Events. And a few of my friends who also still worked in the bank as at that time, I recognized that one of their pain is the fact that on weekdays they do not have time to attend to some of the things that they need because they're in the office from as early as 7:30 a.m. because we need to resume before 8 a.m. And some would have left their homes as early as 5 a.m. and they don't get back home till the wee hours of the night. And so a friend of mine just sent me a chat and said it's her son's birthday as well, and then she has a minimal budget. And so I just shared this idea of a class party with her. And so I sent pictures of my son's class party and how we're able to pull it off with a minimal budget. And she bought the idea. And that was how I got my first customer. How have you been able to get your first customer? What was your experience? Please share it in the comment section. Let's learn from it and possibly just have a laugh and enjoy it, and maybe just show other people how, or tips with which they can get and land their first paying customer. Thank you so much for joining me on this channel. Ensure that you stay tuned every Friday by 6 p.m. West African time. And of course, tell your goal-getting friends to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunmbo Adeoye, and this is Inspiring Change with Sunmbo. Bye.